decided I'm gonna start doing like a little documentary on just got these brakes done and they acting up again. I'm taking them to the shop. A little documentary on like what I go through in the morning, what I go through throughout the day. So let me just give y'all a little understanding of who I am. So people assume because I live in Texas that I'm from Texas. I'm not. And I believe that a lot of people like they say, "Yo, he's from Texas." I'm not from Texas. I grew up here, you know what I'm saying? But I went back to New York every summer. My mom made sure that me and my sister went back to New York to see our families as much as we could. So for me, growing up in New York was a tad bit different than when I finally like got here to Texas. You know what I'm saying? So when we moved here when we was like young. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. I guess because we never lost our New York accents and stuff like that. Like people just assume we was like from Texas, but they could hear it when we get mad. Like you can hear the accent like really, really good when we're pissed. So a lot of people would come to me and say, "Yo, you ain't from here. Where you from?" And I would tell them. So growing up, me and my sister, like we went through uh, a lot with people because we talked different and we sounded different, and we after a while we just was like, "Yo, we not gonna keep letting people play with us." You know what I'm saying? So it was one of them things too. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't gonna let people just keep trying to like try us because we sounded different. But as we grew up and got older, like we had a couple of scraps. But we had each other's back. Like I remember my sister one time was outside finna fight this boy, and I was coming around the corner from school, and she was getting ready to knuckle up with him, and he had like another sibling with him. So me, I just dropped my bag and just ran, and I hit whoever. Right? I don't even know like if the person I hit had anything to do with the fight, but I hit what ended up being his brother. I hit him. Boom. My sister hit him, and then I turned and we started fighting the original person, right? So we getting busy. My mom comes. Somebody runs and tells my mom like, "Yo, your kids are outside. They ain't a full scrap." You know what I'm saying? But that's what it means to like always have your siblings back. Like my mom always taught us like you two only got each other. You know what I'm saying? And my sister, because she was darker than me, like they would try her a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that she had a brother that was with it. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of them situations that we went through. As I got older, my Spanish partners and they started telling me like, "Hey, you ain't gotta fight all the time. You ain't gotta fight all the time." I'm like, "What do you mean I ain't gotta fight all the time? Be like this is what they do." You know what I mean? Because we still have that New York mentality. Like if somebody disrespects you, just forget the talk and get to the point. As I got older, like about 15, maybe 16, um, I realized like if the fight don't have a purpose to it, why waste time on it? So me and my cousins and everybody as I got older, I would tell them like, "Man, I ain't, I'm not getting in a fight, dog. I'm not gonna fight for no reason. Um, People gonna think you soft." And it was that day that I realized like I didn't really care what people thought about me. Just don't put your hands on me. You dig? So as I looked at the the logistics of life, I realized like if I am good with me, that's it. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. And I think a lot of people nowadays like they're so wound up like, "Oh, if I walk away from drama, that people are gonna think less of me." Let them think whatever they want of you. Let them think whatever they want, because I'm gonna tell you something. It's a whole bunch of real people and tough guys in the ground. There's a whole bunch of them. One thing I've learned over these last 49 years of my life is don't nobody care about you more than you care about you. You know what I'm saying? You gon' find out that the less amount of people you have around you, the better your life is gonna be. And I mean that from the heart. Like, I got people who ask me almost on a daily basis, can they borrow money? And I finally had to say, nah. Because it's not the fact of, I'll read y'all's comments when I pull over. It's not the fact of me lending you the money that's the problem. It's the fact of me getting my money back is the problem. And I don't want to hear no excuses like, oh, I'll pay you, dog. They didn't do this. They didn't. I don't care about none of that. I care about when you said my money was going to be there and it's not. And then that puts you in a bad place with other people. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, I had to, like, let people figure their problems out. Because sometimes I feel like I'm getting hustled. I ain't going to lie to you. Sometimes I feel like people come to me because they know I got a good heart. And I ain't going to let people, like, just be in the street. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let you sleep on the curb. But yesterday I was in a whole different place. Like when somebody hit me, first of all, I had a headache and I didn't want to be bothered. You heard? Let me read this comment real quick. What the hell, bro? What the hell? Okay. Bro, why are you being alive when you're literally driving it? First of all, let me explain something to y'all. I'm driving the car. I'm speaking while I'm driving. You don't see me reading the comments while I'm driving. I'm literally focused on where I need to go. I can literally do two things at one time. I'm at a stoplight, so I can read this now. Okay, so let's get back to the get back. I'm not gonna put my life on the line to entertain y'all on live. Like, that's not gonna happen. But let me tell you. So yesterday, my man's hit me. He was like, yo, son, like, I ain't got no money, dog. I just got out of jail. He gave me this little story that he's given me before. He's given me the same story before. And I'm like, I don't care that you was locked up. I didn't put you in that situation. And I don't care that you're about to try to take my money and go get you a hotel room so you can have a place to stay. That ain't my job to take care of you. That's not my job. And I'm gonna tell you why it's not my job. Because and he's good people. Like, it just takes him too long to pay me back my break. And I'm gonna tell you something. Like, I've watched him. I've known him for like 4 years, right? And I watched him go through the same cycle, right? And I'm on him because he's like a little brother to me. So I'm on him like, hey, dog, go get you an apartment. Go get you an efficiency. Because if y'all add up $85 a day or $85 for every 2 days, that's the equivalency of making an apartment payment. So I said, yo, I'm not finna help you, dog. Like, you gotta go figure this one out. I'm not helping you. Like, the first thing people will tell you is like, oh man, you don't want to help me. I was in a bad situation. Okay, you was in a bad situation. I wasn't. And I've helped you over and over. And I told everybody, if you call my phone right now, my phone message tells you, if you're calling for money or a ride, hang up. It tells you that clearly. He's heard this. That man, I know what your phone said. Well, if you know what it say, why are you calling me? I'm not helping people no more. I feel like if I hinder you, you'll never get on top of your feet. You'll never get up because I'm making it easy for you. I don't make it easy for my kids like that, so I'm gonna make it easy for a grown-up. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna help him. Like, he gonna have to really dead ass get up, and he gonna have to get it out the mud. Like, because if you have never been broke, and I mean broke, where you're living check to check, you don't know how to hustle your way out of a problem. You don't know how. But if you got people around you that got like a little bit of the bag, you'll go to them and be like, man, I got my people, they'll look out for me. Well, I'm sorry, my days of looking out for people are done. I'm not helping people. I'm not even trying to be mean, y'all, like dead ass. But you reach a point where if you don't stop people from asking you for stuff, they'll continuously keep asking you for stuff. Let me see what this guy's saying. Somebody was talking on here. Let me see. You don't take your kids, then they don't take care of you. Let me explain. I'm gonna give it a few minutes. Let the sun come up a little bit more. So let me explain. Your kid's job in the end, you would hope that they would take care of you if you weren't able to take care of yourself. But that's not their job. They don't have to look after you. Your kids are going to grow up and leave the house one day. They're going to get up and leave. They're going to be like, hey, I got my own life. I got to do X, Y, and Z. And you're not going to be a part of the equation. So what I've learned over the years of like even dealing with my mom and people like that, right? Hello, how you doing this morning? What I've learned is your parents live their life already. Like there was times your parents treated you good, they treated you bad, they didn't treat you like nothing. There was those times. And as you got older, you gave yourself this pep talk. You said, man, when I get older, I'm never gonna act like this. When I have kids, my kids are gonna know I love them every single day. Now, sometimes you just select bad people to have kids with. That's just all it is. And it doesn't work to your favor, right? But what I am gonna tell you is this. If my kids can stand on their own 2 feet, what makes people think that I'm not gonna let an adult stand on their own 2 feet? And this is the thing that we run into. Like we always have we have people, actually y'all can get this walk in while we talk. We have people that will always say, man, you supposed to be my friend. Man, you supposed to have my back. Show me anywhere where it says I'm supposed to baby you through life. Show me. If you show me, I'll do it. I'll do it if you show me. But if you can't show me, I'm not babying you. I'm not taking care of grown-ups, man. Like, and I get offended when people come to me and they're like, man, dog, if you can just help me out this one time. Well, one time turns into another time, which turns into another time, which turns into another time. I'm not helping grown-ups. I'm not helping grown-ups. I'm not, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful manner. I just mean like, after you help grown-ups so many times, when do they grow up? When do they grow up? I'm not helping nobody that's not trying to help themselves, right? So I get people that come to me and say, man, that's your homeboy. Okay, but where was my homeboy at when I was going through the same thing? I was going through the same thing. You don't hear me crying. So you have to be ready to bottom line sometimes your friends. Like, hey, I'm not helping you anymore. I see people who I've seen growing up, they don't really grasp the concept of life. So they'll come to me and be like, hey man, my kid, we ain't have no food. Man, they ain't got nothing to do with me. They ain't got nothing to do with me. That got everything to do with you. And let me tell you why I say it the way I say it. Because in the absence of being a parent, you have to make sure that your kids, if nobody else got something to eat, you got something to eat. You know what I'm saying? And don't tell me like it can't be done. I guess we'll start here and just walk. It can't be done. It's almost like I see homeless people, right? They'll have a dog. The dog is their child. The dog gonna eat even if they don't. That's just what it is. It's that type of level. You gotta really look at it like that. Why do you talk about people? That's so confusing. First of all, let me explain something to you. What's your name? Okay, 39. Let me explain something to you. It's not about talking about people. It's about talking about a scenario. Second of all, you probably been one of them people in life that lived with their parents all the way until they couldn't live with their parents no more. You probably got friends that don't even count on you. You probably live in a like, and I mean this no disrespect, but you probably live like an average life. Like whatever you're going through or like whatever you have at this moment, that's fine with you. Like you don't have the goal to see everybody around you win. That's probably just your mentality. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you can't be mad at somebody else for telling people, I'm not helping you no more. Did I say anybody's name? No. Did I say who they are, what they are? Absolutely not. What I said was, the bank for me is closed. I'm not helping anybody out. You know what I'm saying? What he says, my friends literally hate me when I did the same thing.
when I did something. My friends literally hate me when I did something wrong. Your friends didn't hate you. They just realized that you had to grow up. People don't hate people. People just say, you got to grow up. There comes a moment when people will say, I've done for you enough. I'm not your parent. You need to get off your ass and get it. And people are going to get mad. People are going to hate it. You're going to feel like people don't want you around. And half the time they don't because they're tired of carrying you. Or vice versa. You're the good friend until you no longer until nobody no longer benefits from you. So at some point, you as a person, as an individual, have to say, I'm not helping anybody no more. Why do I got to be the person that bails everybody out of every situation? At some point, you got to say, they got to figure it out. That's just it. So instead of being like, why are you talking about people? This is so confusing. Why don't you talk about, or why don't you stand in your own shoes and say, you know what? Am I helping people too much? Am I helping people to the point where they know they don't have to really put their best foot forward because they know I got them? That's the question you need to ask yourself. And I'm not trying to be harsh on you, brother, but it is what it is. No breaking up, bro. I'm actually serious, bro. We are kids. We're not done. Okay, let's break it down to a kid level. As a child, right? Because obviously you're probably under the age of 18. So let me give it to you, kid wise. A child needs to know their place. Your friends that you started with are not the same friends you gonna end with. It just goes that way. And if your friends hate you now, I mean right now, you just said your friends hate you. If your friends hate you now, here's $1 million question. What are you doing to make them feel the way they feel about you? No, I'm not the one who's asking. You're asking. You're the one who's lying on YouTube. I'm lying about people never becoming responsible. I'm lying for that. I'm lying for people who never get off their ass and go get the money their own way. So I'm lying because I'm telling you that people need to stand on their own 2 feet and learn how to be grown-ups. Well, let's read these messages that are coming in that are. So he just put, are you dumb? I'm 9 years old. First of all, if you're 9 years old, why are you out of bed at 5 something in the morning, 6 something in the morning? Second of all, where are your parents at that they're not doing parental guidance of your YouTube access? Where are your parents at? Second of all, third of all, you're not even old enough to know what somebody's feeling. You're not even old enough. You're probably still sleeping in Power Ranger pajamas. Like cut it out, my man. Like, cut it out. Go sit down somewhere. Matter of fact, I'm giving you a timeout. Go sit down. You're in timeout. Go drink you some juice bottles or something. This is what happens, y'all. Like, people come on my live, they I don't care what age you are. You come on my live, you don't understand life. Sometimes it's an adult portraying to be a child, and it's just crazy. It's crazy. I've never heard a kid say, "Oh, my friends hate me." No, your friends just dislike you, and it is what it is. You're probably a spoiled brat. Your parents probably hand you every single thing in the world. Your dad don't even make you cut the grass. Your mom's probably just sick and tired of being sick and tired because she knows she's gonna have a bum for a kid when she get older. It is what it is. Well, who is acting? Who is the one who's dumb? Act like, bro. Like, who is? Who are you acting like in YouTube channel? Where are your right things and you do things to help get rich? And I have 1 million families. First of all, you need to go back to school. You might be 9 years old. You need to go back to school because your delivery and understanding of content and getting your words out is kind of everywhere, my boy. I feel like you literally a kid. You're literally doing. First of all, this is a YouTube channel. So if you don't see that, it's a podcast channel that since I own the podcast and I own my own channel, I don't need no permission from a fake kid or an adult playing like a kid. So what I'm saying to you is, little boy, girl, whatever you are, is that know your place. Know your place. Don't come on people's channels because like I have to keep things within reason because you might be a child or you might be an adult. What is the word they say? You're damn, what is it? What is it that they say? People all keep saying, "Oh, you identify as a child." You might be an adult identifying as a child. So I have to be careful on what I say. The spoiled brat, boy, not going back and forth with nobody. So I have to be careful what I say because the next thing can hurt your feelings. And that's all it is, y'all. So as y'all see on this channel, I get the weirdest of the weird. I get kids allegedly on here whose parents are probably sleeping, not knowing that their child is up, trying to engage in grown up conversation. Uh, it's like that. I don't take offense to anything people say, but y'all gotta understand when dealing with real world problems, you don't really have time to deal with ignorance. And I have a lot of people who be like, "Man, Carter, you take a lot on this channel." Man, this is nothing compared to what I deal with on a regular basis. This right here, this is nothing compared to what I deal with in real life. Like, I don't really care about what people think or say or whatever. Bro, look, I don't want to be mean, but who you being mean right now? I'm not being mean at all. I'm not being mean at all. I didn't say you were a boy or a girl, young man. I just said I don't know what you are. You know what I'm saying? Not saying either way, because it doesn't bother me either way. I just said like you need to know your place. Like you're over here not understanding life. Where you're up and you're like, oh, you're being mean. Oh, you're being mean. I'm not being mean. I'm stating facts. Where's my basketball? That's what it means, y'all. I'm up early, get ready to put this work in, so I don't really have time for childish behavior. But this is what it's all about. Up early in the morning, crack of dawn and yawning. In a minute, we'll be switching over to a different channel. That's why I have this channel and I have the other channel. The other channel makes it where I don't have to deal with immaturities. Get a quick little rest in before we start this basketball workout. That's what I go through, y'all. I go through this. I'm hurting your feelings right now. Well, I'll tell you what you can do to get over that. Just get off my channel. Don't come back. Because I'm not here to hurt feelings. I'm here to educate. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings, but that ass, like, get off my channel. Get off it. You ain't got to kick it on here. You ain't got to be here. Go to bed. Go get you some sleep. Take you some Flintstone vitamins or something. Get you some rest. That's what you can do. Go wake your parents up. Tell them to take you to breakfast. Tell them to spend time with you. You know what I'm saying? Tell them to stop. Matter of fact, tell them to charge them some money for me babysitting you this early. You know what I'm saying? Tell them get it together. Get it together. I'm about to hop off, y'all, because I got to actually get ready for this basketball workout I'm going to do. So, y'all be safe out there and enjoy life.